guys, I'm here today to do a non-spoiler / spoiler discussion about the Dispossessed series by Paige Morgan. For those that don't know, it is The Beautiful and the Cursed, The Lovely and the Lost, and The Wondrous and the Wicked. These covers are just gorgeous. I give all these books 4 stars. I thought it was a very, very solid series, and when I started reading this, I was also in the middle of finishing the Something Strange and Deadly series by Susan Dennard, and I think I had a little bit of a problem really connecting to the main character, but the main character in this book really, really saved it. I love the character of Ingrid, and I think that is why I really, really connected to this series. It was predictable at points, I'll be honest. Like, there was some things that I saw coming and that didn't really shock me, but there were some things that really did catch me off guard, and I overall really, really enjoyed. So the book starts out with Ingrid, and she's a twin, and her twin brother Grayson is sent to Paris, where they are going to start their life because Ingrid did something that caused her to be ostracized from society. So she goes to Paris, and she finds her brother missing, and she gets caught up in this insane world of gargoyles and angels, and she learns a lot of secrets about herself that maybe makes her realize maybe she's not so ordinary after all. And in this world, if you live in a location that has gargoyles on the roof in Paris, these gargoyles become your protector. And Ingrid's protector, when she first comes to Paris, is Luca. And it turns into a very unexpected relationship that takes everyone by guard, especially when Ingrid is revealed to be something that no one could ever imagine. And it takes 3 things, and she's also trying to hunt for her brother, so it becomes a very interesting story. I love twins. I love twin dynamics, so any twin relationships I really, really fall head over heels in love with, and that is definitely what I found for this series. I think my favorite book was probably The Lovely and the Lost. And there's also, in addition to Gabby and Luke, you meet Gabby, and Gabby is Ingrid's sister, and she's younger. And I liked her the best. I think she reminds me a lot of the character of Arya Stark of Game of Thrones, and I just really, really liked her and liked to see where she was going. So much stuff happened in this series, but I said before the series was a little bit predictable, but there were some elements that were, like, unique, and I think that when you're doing fantasy or sci-fi, I think it's hard times to be unique, but if you can shock me even with some things, that's very, very impressive. And the character really upped the ante of the story just because I was so engaged in knowing what was going to happen to her. I'm going to talk spoilers, especially about the last book, The Wondrous and the Wicked. This is the one I finished last. Overall, I really like the last book. This is spoiler discussion. I have had a thing this month that they have kept killing my favorite characters. Whenever I've read about 3 to 4 books this month, and all my favorite characters have died. So I will admit that the death of Grayson towards the end of this novel really did bum me out because I really did like him, and I loved him and Ingrid's relationship. But I think also the relationship between Ingrid and Luke really changed, and I really liked what became of it. So it wasn't a traditional forbidden romance. There was that, but there was also a whole other level to the story, and I really, really enjoyed that, and I loved watching that. And there was also a lot of, I normally don't like battle scenes, but for this book, I think it really worked because it was so fantastical that it kind of took me out of it. And I also liked the fact that Ingrid had to make a lot of decisions that really could have wrecked her. And I liked the impact of all of those things. And it was a very unique way to tell a story. And I liked how it was all, like, closed up. There also is an e-novella, and I think it's Marco's story, which I haven't read. Maybe I'll read it eventually. But I really hope she writes more. She's a really, really good author, and I think she was able to find a balance between the characters and the plot and make the character really, really believable and lovable, and I really, really like that. I've said before, I really, really love twin dynamics, and that was really this, a big thing in this novel. And I liked all the different type of characters you met, even though it takes place in, like, maybe, like, the 1800s. I really loved it. I thought that it was a fabulous way to tell a story, and I was so, so excited to actually complete it. I hope you guys will check out the series by her. If you like sci-fi fantasy, if you like The Mortal Instruments, if you like Something Strange and Deadly, I highly recommend you check it out. If you've read it and you want to give me my thoughts, just comment below or go on my Goodreads, Facebook, Twitter, and I will. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!